M&T Bank. Right ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the... Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 45-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away.
Oh.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson.
Oh.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Jackson.
Ooh.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
A yard, all they need, but it's third down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Play action. Now Jackson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short down, but offensively they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. To throw is Jackson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
On 2nd down, Swift. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Hurts going to keep it running right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Hurts. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks.
It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides, look at him go. Mark Andrews, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 72 yards. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. They'll go again with Dobbins. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a miss hit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime Minks had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that block.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys